Why, hello. Midway Piper here. I hope all is going well. Wanted to come to you today to discuss two things. The first of which is housekeeping. Now today, I am smoking one of my Hardcastle Argyles. Sorry for the lighting. It's raining out here, so also my apologies for this background. But I don't feel like sitting out in the rain, so here we are. So what's in my Hardcastle today? I just got a new tobacco in the mail. Actually, I got two. So today we're going to talk about the first of them. Paladin did a video on this recently, and it sounded pretty much right up my alley. So I ordered a tin of it. And that is Pesse Canoe Oriental Flake. This is some good stuff. Wow. I really like it. So this comes from Glendora Tobacco. So if you are interested in ordering this, it is distributed by Laudisi Distribution Group, so smokingpipes.com. So I don't know if you can get this anywhere else, but it's worth it. So this is their Oriental Flake. The blend of Virginia and Oriental leaves from Turkey offers a sweet floral aroma with hints of figs and raisins. In the second half, floral and spicy notes from the Oriental leaves emerge, creating a balanced, unique tobacco experience. And you know what? I got nothing else to say. That's exactly it. It is, if you like Oriental tobaccos, this has it. But it's kind of like if Gawith and Hogarth did an Oriental Flake. It definitely has that sort of floral essence that they're known for having. And a lot of their scented tobaccos, but there's also a bit of a fruity aroma that hits you as well. And I don't mind that Lakeland essence, that floralness about it. If you don't like that, you'll probably find this stuff disgusting. So, fair warning. But I do enjoy it. And honestly, I kind of feel like this is an improved, like Gawith and Hogarth almost is like an introduction to that kind of thing. But then this is like an improved version of it, if that makes sense. Like sometimes the Gawith and Hogarth stuff can be a little bit bitey. Seem a little bit on the harsh side sometimes. This is, I just got this, like, it just came in the mail like 20 minutes ago. And it's great straight out the tin. So it could have used a little dry time probably, but I'm impatient, so there. Now, the other thing that's really cool about this little tin that it comes in, it's got hinges. So it opens up. Really cool. It's got the gold seal with a mermaid, which I guess is the Glendora Tobacco logo. And inside, got some beautiful flakes. Yep. This makes me very happy. This is really good stuff. The other one I got was one of their Latakia flakes. They have two different Latakia flakes, and it's like a Latakia 20 and a Latakia 40. I don't remember which one I got. There's only one of them because I couldn't tell a difference by the descriptions of what the difference would be. But also, there aren't many reviews for these on smoking pipes, so there wasn't anything helpful to go off of on that either. And I was pretty sure this was going to be the magic one for me anyways, so anyways, I'll break into the Latakia Flake one of these other days this week. But this stuff, really good. If you like Orientals, if you like the Gawith and Hogarth stuff, floral Lakeland, a bit of a fruitiness to it. Yeah. I would caution, you probably have a pipe for this already if you like those things. But I would probably not put this in a pipe. It will probably at some point get ghosted by some of that Lakeland essence. So just be aware of that. The room note from it is very different as well. It's definitely got more of that like sweet and sour kind of thing to it. Everything about this is just delightful. Unless something changes. Oh, there's a good hint of fruitiness there. Unless something changes. This might be up there with one of my top tobaccos. Which means I'm going to have to order a bunch more. Which is a shame because I don't want to spend money. Oh well. Good stuff. All right, the other thing I want to talk about, I'm not finished with it yet, but I've been listening to a podcast. If anyone is familiar with Theo Von, I don't know. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of his. In a way, he interviews a lot of people that I find interesting, but he doesn't seem super knowledgeable on a lot of things. But he brings them on to talk, and they tend to be pretty good interviews. So if it's an interview with somebody I care about, I'll tune in. But it's an interview with him and Tom Massie. Congressman from Kentucky. And you may have heard of his name floating around lately over the last couple weeks. Really pissed off Trump in his opposition to the big beautiful bill. As a identifying Republican, I guess. But You know, him and Rand Paul are both from Kentucky. Sorry, I keep bending down. I don't have a table up here. And I guess you could say that they are both more so libertarians, fiscally conservative than a lot of the Republican Party. So they always are outliers in a way. But Trump was promising to make sure that Massie couldn't get reelected. That he was going to fight him, make sure he couldn't get reelected. But anyways, I'm much more in line with him and Rand Paul as far as what I wanted from a Republican president and Congress. And I'm not really getting. Yeah. But anyways, amazing interview. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. It's like 2 hours long. A lot of very interesting information. It's funny. So he's, again, a congressman from Kentucky. And he essentially, from the sound of it, I didn't realize this until this interview, he essentially lives off-grid. His property in Kentucky. He's an electrical engineer, and he actually, his vehicle in DC is a Ford F-250 with a camper on the back, and he spends a period of time living inside of there as a congressman. It's fantastic. As he likes to joke, he's more green than the greenest of Democrats. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Democrats. Anyways, a lot of the insights that he talks about, things I wasn't aware of. The point of the interview I'm at now, just finished up, he was talking about how there's two sort of, I forgot what they call them, but they're like break rooms, prep rooms. The Democrats have one and the Republicans have one. And everything about the structure of Congress is set up to only have really two parties. Even if you're, of a third party, you are going to share that room with either the Democrats or the Republicans. You don't get your own. There's no third room that any party could take over. So it's really kind of like baked into the system that there's only really going to be two effective parties. Whereas he likes to refer to it as the uniparty, which I completely agree with. But it's a phenomenal interview. Really makes me appreciate him a lot more. I like his stance on things, but this interview is really helping me really appreciate him a lot better. And it's making me long for a ticket I'll never see, but I would love to see a Rand Paul and Tom Massie ticket. I would love to see that. Never gonna happen. The Republicans are too baked into the system, just as Democrats are. I mean, they both seem like great candidates for Elon Musk's new party. But again, Why do they play into that role? Well, it's probably because, like I said, this system is set up for really only two parties. That's why Bernie Sanders, who effectively ran as an independent, is essentially a Democrat. I mentioned another congressman from Maine who ran as a independent and won, but essentially lives with the Democrats. That's why Rand Paul is a Republican. I know a lot of people have wondered why. His dad, Ron Paul, is an independent. So why is Rand Paul running as a Republican? Well, it's the system. It's how it's baked in and put together. He's talking a lot though in the interview about backroom deals that happen. It's an everyday occurrence in Congress, which is just really kind of disturbing. He does also spend some time talking about how horrible the idea of omnibus bills are. Congress should be voting on one thing at a time, not these massive bills that nobody's reading and voting on. It's all a game. It's all a political game. Why do they put this thing in this bill? Why did someone vote for this bill? Oh, because it does all these bad things, but they joke, but it gives oxygen to grandma. It pays for oxygen for grandma, and you don't want grandma to die, right? So when your constituents start saying, hey, why did you vote for this bill that sends money to Ukraine? Oh, we don't want grandma to die, do you? That's why I voted for this bill. If you're Republican leaning, he talks about Mike Johnson and just how he's a piece of that system, the uniparty system, and how bad he actually is for this country. He breaks some things open that I don't know. If you pay attention to this interview, I wonder how you could I wonder how you could still be for either party, really. So it's a great interview. If you're interested at all in U.S. politics and what's going on, and definitely check this out. If you're thinking, I voted for Trump and I'm not too happy with the direction of some of the things that we're doing, watch the interview. Things might start to make more sense. If you're a Democrat and you say, yeah, told you Trump sucks. You're just as much to blame. And I've said that from the get-go. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Trump, but you know what? The Democrats completely did away with the whole democratic process and selected easily one of the worst presidential candidates ever in Kamala Harris. There was no choice. You think things are bad? How would they have been under Kamala Harris? Horrible. Horrible, horrible. Anyways, that's it. If you find some time to give that interview a listen to, please do. There's a lot of really important things in that video. And I would highly, highly recommend checking out this tobacco. Don't buy it all though, save a couple more tins for me, please. It's the Oriental Flake. This is delightful. About halfway down the bowl now, and it was still good stuff. I do like that Oriental spice though, in all fairness, so if that's not your cup of tea, don't get this and be mad at me. If you don't like Oriental spice, if you don't like some Lakeland essence, don't even try this, because you're gonna be mad at me. But if any of that sounds intriguing, Oriental spiciness, some of the Lakeland essence, some nice light fruity essence to it, and it seems not very nicotine heavy, which for me is good. I am still pretty sensitive to that, so. But this is some good stuff. I am very happy with this purchase. Yeah. Alright, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. I'll probably do a review of the Pesse Canoe Latakia Flake. So, see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Check out the video in the link, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.